Hey Embers! Welcome back to the corner. My name is Gigas, and today we are starting a brand new series. Uh, it's a modded 1.18.2 mod pack of Minecraft, and today I'm playing with a couple of my friends. Heron is not here today because he doesn't have a computer that can run Java Edition, so it's just me. I'm gonna be doing some solo stuff. Occasionally I'll have some friends hop in Discord, especially for this first episode or stream, just to get the bearings, and then it's gonna be mostly myself with just them popping in. But for today, we're just gonna have some fun and start grinding and getting our necessary materials to get into these mods. If you want to know the mod pack, it is all the mods 7. And with that, we can get started. So I'm a little bit late into this server, as they have gone ahead and found a place not too far. I'm only probably like an hour late, but regardless, we're still gonna have some fun. But yeah, so we're gonna start heading over there, and I'm going to add them on a Discord call. Alright, here's where I take over. Welcome everyone to episode 1 of Pantheon, a 1.18.2 mod pack based on all the mods 7. This is a solo series with bits and pieces of my friends popping in and out. That first little bit that you just saw was the start of my Twitch stream as a way of starting out this series a bit more as myself instead of a voiceover, as you hear right now. If you want to go check it out, I'm leaving our Twitch channel in the description. Come check it out, have some fun. Anyway, I just started by heading over to the agreed upon location while gathering certain things along the way, until I reached the location and before we eventually would split ways. My first night on the server was kinda just getting my bearings and figuring out what I was going to do. There's so many mods in this mod pack, it's kinda hard to know where to start. And when I stumbled upon the village, I found out that it was completely taken over by pillagers. Turns out it was once an abandoned town from mine colonies, which seems like something fun to get into later on. A guard tower. No colony was founded in this land yet. Seek out the town hall to start. We can make colonies?
Yeah, I've seen stuff about the My Colonies mod before. It's pretty nice.
That.
Yeah, not how I.
All right, we are doing that. We are turning this into a colony. That was the goal for all about 6 seconds before I realized just how undergeared I was, and I quickly ran away. I packed up my gear and headed out of town without a single direction in mind. However, it wasn't all for nothing, as I found a really nice island and decided this was gonna be my home. This looks cool.
Is it the place with a bunch of spires?
Yeah.
Claimed it already.
I don't see
I don't
your.
care if you live here. This place is massive.
I don't see where your waypoint is. Yeah. It's alright. I've already claimed this little area. And what you're looking at is where I decided to live. Was it a good idea to set up here? No. No, it wasn't. The resources were scarce, and of all the places I could have built, I decided to build where the water was. Why did I do that to myself? Now all I hear is running water in the background. Anyway, I did my best to make it home. You just gotta trust the process with me. You just gotta trust my process here. It doesn't look good now. I'm hoping I will make it look good. And looking good it did. Eventually. Alright, I spent an hour just trying to make it look nice, and even after that, I just ended up redecorating it after the stream. First it was the floors, since I didn't want it to be cramped, so I lowered them like 3 times and then tried getting the ceiling the way I wanted, which just ended up being pointless since I just redo them later. Essentially, I kind of just went back and forth with blocks, just trying to figure out whatever it looked good until I was satisfied with something. But it's good for what it is for a starter base. If you want to see what it looks like, you'll have to find out later. And after I felt like I was in an okay point with the look of my base, I decided to go mining. Turns out, there was a massive cave system under my base I had no clue about. I may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take.
When I die, if you're a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Wait. What? I then went around and searched for basic resources such as iron and gold. I even got a little lucky and found myself a couple diamonds on the way. That was pretty neat, I would think. I also heard some weird noises down there. I'm not sure what it was, but just listen to this.
Sure that, but if I can find one of those crystals that takes the diamond pick to mine,
What the heck is that? I don't like that sound. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
Oh, it's there.
So, yeah. No idea what that was about, but I still decided to keep going down and try to find some more diamonds. I ended up finding someone else down there, though, by the name of Reverend Vance the Nifty. He put up a really good fight and almost killed me, but I ended up outsmarting him in the end and blocked him out. The loot inside the chest looked really useful, even though I had no idea what any of it was. But something I found in the chest that looked really interesting was minigun ammo. Yeah, I'm definitely figuring out how to craft this one now when I get a chance. After that, I decided not to push my luck any further, and I started to head out of this cave, but I wouldn't be gone for long as I found another entrance deeper inside that seemed to go even further than the one I just went through. Oops. Oh man, this cave is a lot bigger than what I thought it was. Alright, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna do some stuff and then I'm gonna come back and explore that. When I got out of the cave, I figured it was about time to start on Tinker's Construct in an effort to hopefully double the ores I had at the time. This was when I decided to start working a bit on the walls as well as getting a place for the tool stations to go. I kind of just went through quests for a while and then kind of getting sidetracked with some other things until I eventually got to the point where I needed grout, which always ends up being a pain to make. But fortunately for me, living on an island comes with some perks, as the ocean was abundant with the 3 items I needed to make as much grout as I wanted. Alright, now we wait. Yeah, I waited for a while and then decided it would be a good idea to upgrade my furnaces as to increase the speed of smelting. I helped a little, but it still took a while to finish. I also forgot I needed lava, so I went back down to grab that, but with all that done, I was finally able to build my tinker smeltery and start refining ores. It's a really pretty structure, and I would definitely love to, like, make that my... Oh, hi.
Yep.
But yeah, right there. I would love to make that my, like, magic area right there. But, come check out my place. It's not much, but,
I live in a dirt hovel still, alright? I've been making all my technological advances in a hut. Alright, okay.
Well, I mean, it's a little hole in the wall,
It's
but,
very much better. It is much better than what I've got right now. Anyways.
You're free to use my,
Where do you want this?
Oh, what is that? Ooh,
It is...
put that right here.
Where do you want your telephone?
Right here.
Hold on.
Left click?
What?
Left click. Or right click, sorry.
I'm trying.
Right click. You're pressing left click, I think.
Okay. It's not working. Does it need stone?
Just place it here then. Maybe just place it there. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it was the thing.
It might have been the torch. So yeah, what you just saw was one of my friends give me a waystone to be able to travel between each other's bases. He's been really grinding heavily and makes me realize how far behind I am. It was at this point that I had started running into a storage issue, and I decided to try and gather the resources to make a backpack. I had everything to make it except leather, and it took me a while before I actually realized I had leather in the chest that I had put down when I first built my base. I really wish I had known that before spending 30 minutes trying to catch a cow to no avail. Do I have any... Oh, I have 4 leather in here. Sweet. So I guess I can make a backpack. Alright. I also wanted to upgrade my tools a bit, but I didn't have any gold. So once again I had to go back down to the mine to be able to grab some and make the casts to make the parts for the tools. I decided to upgrade my pickaxe to a tinker's iron pick and then make myself a mattock as well. Then, once again, I decided to go back down into the mines and get more resources. Why I decided to do this is a mystery, and I ended up not going as planned. Ah, no, it threw my pickaxe. Oh, shoot, there's a... Okay. I have no clue where I am.
Are you? Are you really?
Ah, I'm on fire. And I'm dead. Yeah, I ended up dying, and it certainly won't be the last. But it wasn't all for nothing, as where I died was next to one of those pre-generated dungeons, so that'll be fun to explore one day. As soon as I got back, it was getting pretty late, and I had stuff to do that night, so I just decided to wrap up the day with just finishing some little things like storage management and things like that. I had a goal for the day. At least I tried. I wanted to get as far into the basics questline as I could to hopefully try and get started into mechanism in mystical agriculture. Yeah, so today I would like to try and get into a little bit of mystical agriculture. Just because I know this is going to be a very big mod and it kind of takes a while to get into, so if I start now, hopefully later on it'll be a little better. And just being able to get some good old resource seeds would be really great to have. But that wasn't before. You guessed it, more caves. I needed more lava and resources to make bronze so I could make the upgraded tool station. And I wanted to explore that new cave area we discovered. We will be returning here later for more resource gathering as time goes on. Alright. Once the tool forge was built, I had my eyes set on trying to finish as many quests as I could, but I quickly ran into a problem. Waystones. That would be actually really nice. Oh my gosh. That's not gonna be fun. I'm going to skip on this stuff. Just because I do have a friend who has gone this direction. That's why we have warp plates, as you saw in last stream. He has since changed his base. He's living in a spire right now. He looks to be doing some farming right now, so I'm not gonna bother him. But yeah. So yeah, sometimes best course of action is just doing nothing and letting other people do the work for you. Only kidding. I'll come back to the quest as soon as I attain the resources for it. Speaking of quests, the next thing I did was starting to upgrade my storage, as I still had a really bad problem with it. Then I started to head out to make a farm, as this is the first steps towards mystical agriculture and making my own resources. Well, that didn't do anything. Fusion crystal. I need prosperity shards. I believe I actually have some. Somewhere. I, in fact, did not have some. So, back down into the mines I go. You know, I'm really starting to feel like a dwarf now. I live in a hole, constantly having to go back down into the mines for resources. Now, if only I could grow a beard. Ah, I will always take more diamonds. Ooh, quite a few diamonds. Some more prosperity ore too. This little nook has like a lot of really great stuff in here. I ended up going so far down, I used a teleport scroll my friend gave me to use in emergencies to get out of a sticky situation. I instead used it because I was too lazy to find my way out. I would soon come to regret this decision. When I got home, I made myself an infusion crystal and some inferium dirt to help speed up the growth of my inferium seeds, in hopes that I can eventually use them to automate inferium and get resources from them. I decided to take a break from mystical agriculture, as in order to make the seeds, I need an infusion altar, and I'm not familiar enough with the mod to do anything like that without first researching it. However, I did want to finish up the basics questline and start getting into some tech mods. I decided to go for the Starling Dynamo as my starting energy source from immersive engineering, as that's the most I'm familiar with. I wanted to get a magma crucible up and running as I thought having an unlimited source of lava would be very beneficial to have. However, to craft it requires nether brick, so I guess it's time to head into the nether. Alright, we're going to the nether. Ooh. Hello. This is a very interesting area. Although this looked like a very interesting spawn, it was also very scarce in the one resources I needed. Luckily, I found something called an ichor cluster, which was just another variant of amethyst clusters back in the overworld, but they had netherrack as a shell. I also found a nether fortress very close to spawn, which will be very useful for withers and blazes, in which you need the items for important mods later on. This will be a very interesting thing to have. What are you used for? Tinker's Construct. That's about it though. Next in the quest line was the Metallurgic Infuser, the core machine to do anything in mechanism, and it was pretty easy to make as I already had all the resources ready to craft the item. Then it was the wind turbine as a way of renewable power to my machines without the need of constantly needing fuel to run everything. I understand why not a bad idea to have my base run off this power for the early game. It's pretty much just unlimited power, but was the basic control circuit. And there we go. We have a windmill right up here. It's looking like it's getting some power. So now, for right now, we're just going to put this metallurgic infuser up here. That way I don't have to worry about power and stuff, it's just right here. And after I finished getting distracted with quests, I finally made a magma crucible. But it turns out I need a lot more energy production than what I'm currently making, and I can't make any lava at the moment because of it. My next task was steel production, as steel is used to make steel casings for the machines and mechanism. However, the recipe required a lot of iron and coal to make, and I had once again run through my resources. So back down into the mines I go, in search of iron and coal, and found some new areas of the cave I was yet to explore. But all in all, it was pretty uneventful. When I got back, I immediately started working on the steel grit I needed, but unfortunately the caves weren't too generous with the coal, and I wasn't able to make very much. Awesome. We might need more lava soon. But I still managed to make enough for a steel casing, so that way I could make an enrichment chamber. A small step into doubling ores. Eventually, I can get to the point where I can make 8 times the amount, but that'll be a far later project. I figured at this point I should probably upgrade my sword. I had the materials to go for a broadsword made of Invar and rose gold, so it had the strength of a netherite sword, but wasn't terribly slow as well. I needed more coal in order to progress further into mechanism, along with gathering of other materials. But what I thought would be a short trip turned out to be a nightmare. Ooh. Break that. Ah! Oh no. I think I'm going the right way. I am not going the right way because I would have saw that by now. Oh fudge. Okay, I gotta go. Oh no. Okay. This is not the right area. I was looking at the wrong one. No. I'm going for it. Ah. That looks like a very interesting thing. It grants me temporary elytra, so... Well... I think this is where I die. I really wish it didn't use that thing earlier. Wait, I think I recognize this area. Oh no. No. Get out of here. I think this is it. I think we're home. Yes. Oh, we're home. So, yeah. I don't know how I managed to escape from that, but I really regret not saving that scroll, as that would have been really useful in that situation. However, I did come out of it with a lot of loot and resources, so I'll take it as a win. If you made it this far into the video, I really want to thank you for watching, as this is the first time I've ever done something like this, and the amount of time it takes for me to make just one of these videos is very time consuming. So thank you all for watching and enjoying my content, it really means a lot to me. If you want to go see me live, go check out our Twitch channel down in the description below. I'll be going live as often as I can, so stick around for that. And until next time, I'll see you later.